What's up, my Libras? My name is Niche, and this is Truthfully Tarot. And if you're watching, it's because you want to know the truth. So let's get into it. All right, Libra, how y'all doing? Oh my God, we just made it through retrograde. I am a Virgo rising, so Mercury was retrograding in my first house, and I really felt that. But now we're back on track. You know, how are you doing? Okay, Libra. Oh my God. Okay, so I just looked at the cards that I pulled for you for the general situation. So here's how the video is gonna go. I already pulled from my astrological deck, and it's just gonna give me an overall general theme for the month of September, what's going on, what to look out for, you know, things like that. And then we'll go into the tarot, and then we'll do like a quick little relationship read toward the end. And I just wanna give a disclaimer, don't make these videos apply to you. Use your discernment. I want you to feel if you resonate with me as a reader, because at some point I will get a message that resonates for you. You know what I'm saying? I will timestamp the video so you can go through and check the timestamps. So let's get into the tea, Libra. Okay, the first card that came up was Venus. And Venus in astrology represents the planet of love, you know, relationships, attractivity, what you attract, how you attract it, money, beautiful things, feeling good. That's all Venus energy, right? And so the first thing you pulled is Venus. The second card that you pulled is the South Node. And it says on here, karmic past. And now mind you, baby, Libra, eclipse season is coming this month. We have a lunar eclipse, full moon in Pisces, right? So already we're talking about letting go, because when we're dealing with the lunar eclipses, we're dealing with points on the ecliptic that are not an actual planet like Venus. And when it comes to the South Node is about releasing. It's about letting go. It's about emptying out. It's about detoxing and removal of things. And so the fact that love, that's what it says on the card, love, Venus is showing up. It's giving really working through past cycles, Libra, working through past situations that have had a hold on you, that have felt too hard to let go. It feels like in September, you're either going to have to face a relationship in which you will have to release something, or you realize a patterning associated with a relationship, or even money. I feel like even money, I feel like money could also be a theme as well, like dealing with letting go of spending habits that may not be supportive of where you want to go and what you want to do, or the goals that you have longer term. It feels like there is something here that is needing to be released. And it definitely feels like it's going to be around relationships for some of you, but also it feels like it could definitely be like money. And it could be like work, because mind you, the full moon will be happening in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces rules your sixth house of habits, of work, of routines and structures of your daily life. You know what I mean? Like the sixth house is your maintenance, you know, things like that. And so for the fact that love or Venus and the South Node is coming up, knowing that the moon is already going to be full in your sixth house, you could definitely be letting go of like a work partnership, or a partnership that relates to like, for some of you, for a small amount of you, it may be like a love work situation that you're having to let go because you're realizing that this isn't supportive of where you want to go. For some of you, it's not love related. It's just like work and finance. And so you're going to have to navigate and figure out how to confront a situation regarding work and a relationship at work. But I think for a majority of you guys, it's going to be giving you a greater opportunity to release a connection or an attachment to a connection so that you can move forward. It almost feels like this relationship could be, because like comfort zone felt like it was just highlighted to me. It could feel like, Libra, like there's something about this relationship that feels very comforting, this dynamic that feels very comforting. It feels very good to you, but it feels like let's get some more information. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands jumping on out. Right. It feels like it could have, if it is a romantic connection, it feels like it's a connection in which it could have gone really fast. It could have burned really hot, really quickly. It could have gotten started really quickly, but there wasn't a lot of investment going on. there wasn't a lot of grounding in this dynamic, but it felt really good. I mean, fire sign is Sag, Leo, and Aries, but it just feels like it could have came quickly, burned hot, and it feels like you could have wanted some type of investment, or they come back around wanting to invest. That's interesting. Okay, so for some of you Libras, there's a person coming back around and they want to invest, but it still feels like this energy is very selfish. Like they're not going to, it's almost like they're coming back around to test to see if your boundaries are still strong. It's like they're coming back around to test to see if you still got that no in you. It's like, it feels like for some of you guys, there is someone and they're sounding and talking and, you know, talking that game, but they're still really in this selfish place where they can't really give you what you really desire, what you really wish for, what you really, really want, especially with fifth house being the bottom deck energy. It feels like there will be an opportunity for the past to come back around, and it feels like it's going to be fun, but there's not a lot of stability if you entertain it. That's if you even entertain it. Yeah. That's if you even entertain it, Libra, for real, for real. All right, Libra. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling for you right now, is just to be on the lookout for relationships that are coming back around in September, or maybe they've already come back around, but it just feels like there is a lot of talk, a lot of game, but there's not a lot of follow through. It feels like there's still an energy of selfishness and it's not really going to give you what you want. It just feels like in general, Libra, like look out for the past. Especially with South Node coming back with love, it could be, yeah, just look out for the past is what I keep wanting to say more, but it keeps coming out, look out for the past, like, and not in a, like, I need to bring it back around, but just like, don't be fooled, don't be duped by the past coming back around, Libra. Also, like, again, this is a really good opportunity for you, Libra, especially during Virgo season, because like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it feels like Libra in general, the sun right now is in your 12th house, and that's illuminating subconscious fears, shadows. You could be dreaming particularly strong. Like you could be having strong or potent dreams right now as well, Libra. It just feels like there is a lot of illumination of fears and things happening in the back of your mind, subconscious fears coming up to the surface. And it feels like in September, September is also a good time to focus on cleaning up your habits, focusing on your mental health, taking some time to really isolate, but not, I mean, isolate doesn't sound like a good word. Like maybe embrace solitude, is a good opportunity this time to embrace solitude, to really get your mind together so that you're not thrown by anything that may come your way. Also, like if you have something with like your money habits, yeah, if something comes back from the past, just don't entertain it. Honestly, don't. I feel like there may be a temptation to entertain it, but don't. Yeah. I feel like that's the biggest thing for my Libras right now, is like, I feel like the past is going to come back around. Don't entertain it. If you have some habits that you've really indulged in, or habits that you haven't really taken care of, nipped in the bud, it feels like it's going to come to a head in September, and it's coming to a head to give you an opportunity to shift and change. You know what I mean? To really better your habits, to really level up, Libra. It feels like there's an opportunity for you to release certain habits and things that are not serving you. It's just not serving you. It feels like, honestly, September for my Libra is clean house. Get your mental health together, like focus on, taking care of yourself, letting go of habits and like blind spots. It feels like things that may be blind spots are going to become very strong in your awareness in the month of September, and it's coming up in your awareness so that you can let it go and so that you can release it. Anything else for my Libra risings that they need to know right now? All right, so this is clearly for my single Libra risings, or my Libra risings that are dating or have been involved with people. It feels like there was something that you want, a relationship you wanted to manifest with the Nine of Swords and the Magician reverse that just didn't happen. It feels like they could have rejected you, or it just didn't come together, or it just wasn't able to materialize in a way that you wanted it to. And it caused like a lot of just like stress for you. And like, it feels like you really wanted it to work, but like it feels like there is this energy of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like you, if they were to come back around, like you would be, I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to not entertain it. Like in the earlier part of the reading, I was like, hey, it feels like somebody's coming back around and it's going to be a lot of talk, but I don't know if the investment is going to be there. I think that they still might be really selfish in that the advice may be to not go back to the past. But it feels like because there was a lot of anxiety around this not materializing and around this not manifesting, it's like, well, if they come back around, then maybe this time it'll manifest. Maybe this time it'll materialize. Maybe this time I'll get like a commitment or I'll get something out of them. And so it feels like if they do come back around, there is going to be this like, oh, I don't know. But look, they're coming up as the King of Cups in reverse with the Six of Pentacles, which lets me know that emotionally they are not in a space where they can give you what you want. I'm just gonna let you know right now, Libra, because this is clearly for my Libras that are single or dating or have dealt with somebody from the past that may be coming back around. Maybe they've already come back around or they're about to come back around. It feels like they are emotionally either manipulative, emotionally immature, and they cannot give you an equal give and take. I hope you see these scales. And we both know that Libra represents the scales. So it's just feeling like they're not going to be able to give you what you need. They're not emotionally where they want to be. And it just feels like they're spinning the block because they can. And their energy is not even mature. They're still in a selfish energy. It's not really what you want. And my advice to you, honestly, is to say no. Say no, to empty your emotions of it, to let go of your emotional attachment to this person. And it just feels like the attachment is coming from the like, oh, maybe this time it'll work. Maybe this time, because you really, there's something about them that you really liked or you really wanted to make this work. But I feel like the advice is, the thing is that when we are in eclipse season and the past comes back around, it's usually not to rebirth it in a good or positive way. It's usually to let it go and to shed a deeper layer, to come to terms with where it's at, to let it go, to move on, and to trust that like the scene is shifting in a positive way. And if you go back to that thing, it's going to pull you back on a loop, and then you have to wait until another time frame comes for you to shift into different energy, right? It just feels like it's a test. Sorry, Libra. Sorry. Okay, so for my Libra risings, when it comes to money and career, woo, baby. So the first card that came out was the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and then the Two of Cups reversed, which I was like, what the hell? This is also like money and career. What's going on? It feels like if some of you guys are trying to I feel like Libras really be Libras, I would encourage you to really be on the lookout around people wanting to attach themselves to you for business purposes right now. I feel like now is not the best opportunity to be initiating new business partnerships. It feels like the timing isn't there. It feels like you really need to, clarifying the Two of Cups reversed was the Hermit and the Tower reversed. It feels like you really need to evaluate where your business is, where your employment status is, it just feels like you need to be really evaluating and looking at your business from a very like intentional, detail-oriented and critical eye, and to really look over patterns and look over past connections and past partnerships and past dynamics, so you don't repeat the same mistakes. It feels like Libra, it could be an opportunity to repartner up or partner with somebody on some type of collaborative business or something like that. And it feels like now is just not the time for that. Like even with the Page of Wands reversed, like trying to start a new project right now, especially in the eclipse season, but trying to start a new project right now feels like it's not the thing to do. It feels like if somebody's trying to come in and connect with you and partner with you and initiate some type of new project with you, it feels like just really, really take your time and really evaluate, because it just feels like with the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups reversed, now is not the time to try to expand via partnership, something like that. because it feels like there may be an opportunity that either circles back around, or you make someone's wanting you to make a decision, but it feels like if you were to make this decision on their timing, it will be quite burdensome for you. So yeah, it feels like for my Libra risings right now, maybe stay with what you have, evaluate what you have, course correct if you need what you have. It feels like now may not be the best time, and I would say for September. I'm not saying moving forward, I'm saying just for the month of September, it may not be the time to try to do a bunch of partnerships, to overextend yourself in relationships regarding money, regarding finances, that type of thing. It feels like maybe keep to yourself and really try to work on your situation and what you have going on. But it feels like now is not the best time to be trying to start something new, is what it's giving for work. Because I was like, what the hell is going on? All right, and last but not least, relationships. For my Libra risings that are involved with someone, it feels like if this is a fairly new connection, a fairly new dynamic, it feels like it's going a bit too slow for you. It feels like this person is just not moving fast enough. It feels like, they're just moving really slow, and it's causing you to get really impatient. And it also just feels like there's not a lot of investment here. It feels like it's not a lot of investment into trying to build something. It feels like you're realizing like that this isn't what you really want. It feels like for those that this applies to, it feels like you're realizing emotionally this is not fulfilling in the way that you want it to be fulfilling. And it feels like your cup is starting to spill out. Like you're starting to be like, I don't know if I actually really want to continue to stay involved in this. I don't know if that this is actually what my heart really wants. They're moving really slow. They're not investing in building in the way that I want to be building. And it's like you're slowly releasing like any type of stuckness that you had around it, because it could feel like it felt really nice. It felt really good, like it was going somewhere, but it just felt like the energy's kind of stagnated, and it's just kind of been in the same place, and it's just causing you to be like, why is there no forward movement? Why is there no momentum? My heart is starting to it just feels like your heart is slowly starting to come out of it, because you're realizing like that this isn't actually what you want. This isn't actually satisfying in a way that you want it to be. And what's the advice for my Libras that are involved that this applies to? Yeah, you're kind of conflicted, because like you like this person, you want to be involved with this person, but their pace, they're moving so slow. It feels like they're not investing in the way that you want. You're not building in the way that you want. And so you're conflicted because you don't want to not be involved with them, but it's also feeling like with the Justice in reverse, I mean, do you feel like this person is being honest with you about their feelings and if they really want this or not? It's kind of what it's giving. It's kind of what it's giving. With the Justice reverse, you could even feel like this person isn't being completely honest with you about something. That's also indicated here as well. All right, Libra. Yeah, I don't know. I remember though that behind this deck, before I shuffled it, I saw the Lovers and I saw the Chariot. It feels like if you do decide to move on from this, that there is somebody else. I feel like you should trust your gut and your instinct on this. I feel like you should trust your gut and your instinct on this if this resonates with you, and you will know if it resonates with you. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Libra. I have thoroughly enjoyed starting with you in your reading. It's really to the point. It's really, is there. So I'm excited for you. Let me know if this resonates with you. Peace.